your hands can have that ivory look in just 12 days. And wait until you see those suds. And now, Hercule Poirot in the case of the blonde who went bye-bye.
And, baby?
Yes, Sam?
Spring?
You've been looking at the calendar.
Nope, the girls.
Detective Booth.
Just to make sure you're more beautiful than any of them. You are.
Quick recovery there, but I'm not sure I'm convinced.
Oh, only one thing to do, Miss Taylor. Convince you. Stop.
All right.
Look me in the eye.
Which eye?
The one with the gleam in it. There. Now, tilt your head a bit.
I'm tilting.
Of course, some people might not consider it proper kissing a girl in the park at night. On the other hand, some people are dope.
Sam,
so...
I'm getting a crick in my neck. Stop filling in the background, just.
Say no more, baby. Pucker and... Hey, something's going on back there. I better go see...
Sam!
Be back in a minute, baby. Got to see what's going on.
I'm tilted. I'm puckered. What do I get? A leave of absence. Isn't that goon, Sam Boone, leaves the police force?
Hey.
Huh?
Pretty glad you're here on time.
You are?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Take it.
I'm not sure. What is this?
What does it look like?
A shoebox.
Right. Only that ain't shoes. Goodbye.
Whoever you are, come back here. I don't want a shoebox, even without shoes. Huh. He's gone. All the men are walking out on me tonight. Tomorrow I start taking piano lessons. Maybe they'll love me for my cadenzas. Maybe they'll... There's something very funny about...
Diana.
Company's coming. Female red-headed company. And that red suit she's wearing wouldn't go well with my green. I think I'll go hold up a tree. I don't particularly want to be in the public eye with this shoebox without shoes. A tree and... a man. Excuse me, but that is a revolver you're pointing at me, isn't it?
Hey, Nan, honey, it was only a couple of kids fighting over a strip of bubble gum. Funny where I left it. Nan? Nan? Blonde went bye-bye. So my approach is going to be long distance. Maybe it better be through the assistance of a disinterested party.
Bon ami, the ragout I cooked does not please you?
Huh?
The ragout, you do not find it attractive?
Oh, yeah, it's fine, Mr. Poirot.
Alors, you do not burst a blood vessel with the enthusiasm.
Oh, I like it, fine.
Then why do you not eat it instead of merely tickling it?
I'm not very hungry.
Detective Boone, it is not the hunger that leads to the ragout. It is the soul of the artist. She no longer loves you?
She no longer... Who?
Your friendly girl?
Girlfriend, and I don't think she's a friend anymore.
Ah?
Well, just before I came here to your house, Nan and I had been out in the park.
Detective Boone, you surprised me.
Well, it wasn't anything I did. That is... I mean...
Do not stammer. One knows what transports itself to the park.
But the trouble is, nothing transported itself. We were walking.
That is something I have noticed about you Americans. You have the mania for the walk. Myself, when I was younger, a few years ago, and found myself with a young lady in the park, in the night with the moon, in the springtime. I did not invite the bunion. I found swiftly the bench, or perhaps the grassy spot.
Why, Mr. Poirot?
And there we sat together, under the moon, in the springtime, and...
Am I old enough to hear this?
And discussed the high price of vegetables. The young lady, her mother, and I.
Oh.
Yeah, you had something else in mind?
Why, no.
You are a liar. Bien, you were about not to discuss the high price of vegetables with Nan when...
There was a commotion some ways off. I left Nan. I told her I'd be right back.
A fine student of the police college you perhaps are, Detective Boone. But in the park, under the moon, in the springtime, you are a rube.
A what?
Rube. It is the modern slang. It signifies the pumpkin.
The pumpkin. Rube. Modern slang. Uh-huh.
It is a pity you do not disport yourself with the younger set. Bien, proceed.
Oh, well, it turned out to be a couple of small kids fighting over some bubble gum. I straightened them out. I went back, and
No friendly girl.
no friendly girl. Called her house a dozen times, no answer. Either she's out or she's not answering the phone.
Well, it is late for her to be out. Of course, she may have met while you pursued the bubble gum. A stranger of distinguished appearance, irresistible charm,
Let's eat our ragout.
with whom even now she discovers common interests, eh? Detective Boone, you are usually purple at this hour?
Mr. Poirot, this ragout
Is a failure. It does not distract your mind. But, come, Detective Boone.
Where are we going?
Until you and Mademoiselle Taylor are once more in harmony, I merely waste my ragout on you. Therefore, let us visit her. We go to Miss Taylor's home. But for you to go alone would be perhaps ignoble. But that you come with me is permissible. It does not diminish the pride, eh?
Yeah. You know, Mr. Poirot,
Oui?
for a man who keeps on running away from women, you know an awful lot about them.
Mon ami, the reason I run is precisely because I know a good deal. It was Shakespeare who remarked that he jests at scars who never felt a wound. But Papa Poirot does not jest, eh? He has bled, mon ami. He has bled.
No answer.
No.
The window was dark.
Oui.
She isn't home.
No.
Maybe she did run into a guy.
Oui.
Mr. Poirot, how would you like to come with me down to the Silver Bar and Grill and we
No.
can... Guess not. I'm a cop. Hey,
Oui.
maybe she got sorry that she'd walked out on me. Maybe she sat in her room and brooded and decided I wasn't such a bad guy after all, so she jumped up and ran down to the park again. Maybe she's waiting there for me. Would you mind coming along to the park?
No.
You know, the more I think of it, the more I'm sure that's what must have happened.
And the more I think of it, mon ami, the more I realize the truth of the old proverb. When love enters the door, the brain flies out the window.
Park's frightfully deserted.
The hour is no longer young.
Oh, we're just along this path, but just a little further along. You know, I'm beginning to think I was maybe a little optimistic.
Perhaps, but the walk in the night air soothes the fever, eh?
Yeah. I'll phone her in the morning. Yeah, this is the spot.
She is not here.
Nope. Well, hey,
I also heard the sound of someone in pain.
keep in those bushes behind that tree.
Oui.
That's Nan.
No, it was a man in pain.
Because it seemed to come from right around here, but...
There, at the base of that large tree.
Uh-huh. That's a man. Unconscious, though. Hey, there's a knife in his back.
Ah, and the groans were...
Yes, Poirot. Those groans were his last. He's dead. Well, they're fingerprinting our corpse. If he has a police record...
He had the appearance of one who might have had such a record, eh?
Yeah, maybe we'll find out who he was.
Bien, then I go home. Hmm?
Uh-huh. I'll hang around headquarters here for a while. Say,
Oui?
I just thought. Our finding this guy with a knife in his back so close to... You think Nan's involved?
One cannot yet say, but it is disturbing to find a body near the spot where one has lost one's friend.
No, I guess it's just coincidence. Because what connection could there be between a mug like that and Nan?
I've lost sight of that blonde.
I see her. Head of the block. Head in the corner.
You sure did fine. Letting that blonde kick you in the shins in the park and run away. We should have grabbed her on the subway when we had the chance.
Publicity wouldn't be so good for us, Lulu. You red-headed dame's got no patience.
Yeah, but Taggart. How long are we going to keep on chasing her?
She goes to the ground. Hey,
Huh?
back in the doorway.
What?
She's looking back. I think she thinks she's shaking us.
Uh-oh. So she'll make for home, huh?
That's right. When she gets home, we're busy.
But Taggart, you won't
Won't what?
get too do what you did the time you found out Daisy Connell was double-crossing you. You won't, Taggart, will you? Please.
It is the advanced hour for Papa Poirot to seek his bed, but young love amuses, but the old ones pay for the amusement. Someone. Ah, It is at the window overlooking the garden. Just off my slippers. Oui? Who is there?
Mr. Poirot,
Ah, it is Nan Taylor.
I climbed over the fence into your garden. I didn't dare use the front door. I figured you'd be in your bedroom. Maybe this way they won't know where I am.
They?
Yes, I've been followed. Chased. I'm afraid. Please go in the living room and open the French windows for me.
Oui, I come at once. Yeah, there is more that plays here than the romance. The girl is terrified. And those shots were from the garden.
Poirot returns in just 45 seconds. Ivory was your baby soap. Your delicate young skin needed its gentle care. And your skin never outgrows ivory. Today, for a beautiful complexion, there's still no substitute for purity and mildness in the soap you use. 1 week of regular beauty care with Ivory, the world's most famous soap for purity and mildness, brings that ivory look, a clearer, lovelier complexion. You'll never again cleanse your skin carelessly with a soap less pure and mild. Ivory is the complexion soap more doctors advise than any other. In 1 week, you'll have that younger look, that ivory look. Then you'll be convinced your skin never outgrows ivory. Beauty Extra. Today, ivory lathers faster, and that lather's extra creamy. And now, back to Hercule Poirot.
I have a revolver in the garden where Miss Taylor is alone. I know the moon hides behind the clouds. One cannot see. The garden is dark. Perhaps, zit, the fact that she is here, I do not betray, because already someone shoots. Ah, Mademoiselle Taylor! Mademoiselle Taylor!
Don't miss tomorrow night when we continue the case of the blonde who went bye-bye, starring Harold Huber as Hercule Poirot. Mystery of the Week is brought to you by Procter & Gamble, the makers of Ivory Soap, the most famous soap in the world. 99 and 44/100% pure. It floats. Nelson Case speaking. Veterans, non-veterans. Find out about the Civilian Naval Reserve. There's pay, study, cruises, fun. It pays to serve in the Naval Reserve. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.